we're going to have to see. That's what I said. We're going to have to sit down and have a look at what the fans want to see and who these guys. You know, like I said, I'm on top right now. I'm on the top of this game. You know, there ain't no giving me a shot. I'm giving somebody a shot. If anybody's getting a shot, if somebody's getting a shot against me, because I'm the guy to beat.
All right. So on the one hand, I see Tyron's point of wanting to get the biggest fights, even though he doesn't deserve them. But on the other hand, I think he is being a complete scrub. Okay, this guy is on the sidelines for a year and a half, then gets to jump the line straight into a title shot. So anyways, this dude in no way, in my opinion right now, is a shot caller. And he just doesn't have a large fan base. Now, if you're the champ, you're supposed to have people calling you out. And then you could say something like, I can fight the top 5 guys on the same day and wash them all. But he's trying to call out these bigger fights when he's the champ, supposedly. I mean, Woodley has no pay-per-view experience, especially as the main draw. I mean, Ruthless was the draw in this most recent fight card. And I believe Wonder Boy has a far bigger name, larger fan base than Woodley does. I mean, Woodley's just too inactive and too strategic with his career. GSP, Lawler, Diaz, all got famous from fighting the best in the cage, fighting the best athlete. I mean, look at Rousey and Conor. Yes, they had a huge media push, but they also got famous by what they did in the cage, constantly fighting. When Rousey comes back, that fight will be huge. Conor's fights will be huge, at least now anyways. I mean, if they get beat in a humiliating way again, that might change. But so I do see Woodley's point about wanting the money fights, but as of now, supposedly he doesn't even have a contract that allows him to make money off of the pay-per-view sales, or to get a percentage of the pay-per-view sales. So it wouldn't matter who he fights anyways. I mean, hopefully the UFC will take care of him. Maybe he'll renegotiate, restructure his contract. But as we speak, he might be putting the carriage before the horse. His contract isn't even in place to get the big money off these fights. And you got to figure, if GSP comes back, they're going to pay him well. If they feel Woodley is not a part of that, I mean, if GSP can make money and sell out with anybody, what do they need to pay Woodley a lot for? I mean, anyone that GSP comes back against is going to sell. Anybody. So I just don't feel Woodley's in the position to call shots. Now, I like how Diaz said he didn't even want to say Woodley's name.
You know, I mean, you can't help yourself. You need to go and help yourself, and then maybe that we can, after you do that, we can have some sort of a deal. And the rest of these guys are not superstars. Who are they? I don't even want to say their name because nobody even heard it yet until I say something. Now everybody knows who the guy is.
I mean, he said Woodley needs to get there, get some wins, build his name up to be worthy to step in the octagon with Diaz, who's already got a cult following. So I totally agree with Nick. Woodley calls Nick an idiot, but Tyron, he just doesn't understand. He doesn't get it. He's not the draw. Woodley should fight Wonder Boy, which he most likely will lose, but if he wins, he'll build his name up. Then maybe he can, in my opinion, GSP and Nick should be fighting. Furthermore, I see Woodley as being a complete hypocrite. I mean, we can't forget that just a short time ago, he was the one complaining of how you need to follow the chain of go in the order of the rankings. People work their way up and they earn a title shot.
You in the NFL, if you win the playoffs, the NFC or the AFC, you fight for the Super Bowl. If you lose a close game, you don't say, oh, let's run the Super Bowl back. I wanted the North Carolina Panthers to win. I like Cam Newton. Let's bring it back in 3 months and let's rematch that because I wanted to see a better football game. I want our sport to go back to being a sport. I want some actual criteria on what it takes. You know, when I was in college, you win the Big 12 title, you get a great seed. You win 4 matches in a row in NCAA, guess what? You're a national champion. It doesn't matter what you did the entire year. It don't matter if you got a nice suit or a great haircut or you look fly or girls like you. It don't matter. If you win those 4 matches in a row, brother, you are national champion.
So this complete hypocrisy on this guy's part. So anyways, keep in mind what one of the biggest criticisms is in boxing. and the reason why many fans have left the sport. Because there is no structure in place where the best and most deserving fight each other. There's a lot of cherry picking and ducking, which has frustrated fans so much that they just don't even follow the sport. UFC had a reputation of being an organization where the best were always paired up to each other, but recently you got champs fighting, are being set to fight the number 14th ranked, top 20 guys. It just makes no sense. You have the champ calling out a dude who's coming off a year suspension or a 3-year hiatus. Let's hope this doesn't follow what led to the possible demise of boxing. Although I think boxing will come back. It's always star-driven, but it's sad what's going on here. Let's hope the UFC makes Woodley face the #1 contender, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. You guys have a great day. Take care.
We'll see how he does. We'll see how he does. He has some fights to do. He just gets the title now, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm over here just sitting back. Like, I don't need a fight. There's no reason for me to come and fight for fun. I don't do that. That's not what I do. I don't like to hurt people for fun, and I don't have any. I like Tyron Woodley, and I like Robbie Lawler. So can we talk about a reason behind why I should be out to get somebody?